Guys, I officially have been accepted into the Adobe Digital Academy for the software engineering track, and two, I have officially put in my resignation for work. There's so much happening this year, like this holiday season for Christmas, and I'm so excited. I can't stop smiling because I'm so ready for this new journey. I just feel like I don't know how, I just can't believe this is happening, and I don't know, I'm really excited. The past few days have been very wild and really just like unbelievable. I've been very excited and nervous and scary because I decided to quit my job a few days before Christmas, because I am beginning a different career journey. I was just accepted into the Adobe Digital Academy program, and it essentially is like allowing me to pursue my like dream of getting into tech and getting into software engineering. It's been something that I've been pursuing on and off for a few years, and I guess I never really shared it just because it always seemed so far of from like the realm of possibility for me. Because one thing that what is great is that about, you know, learning about software engineering and getting into tech is that you can definitely do it, and it's challenging and hard, but it's possible, and it's highly possible if you have like the will, if you have the persistence to do it, but specifically if you have like the money. If you don't have, like for me, if you don't have like, you know, a computer science degree or really any experience in tech, and you aren't already like working in tech environment, it can be a lot more challenging. There are so many people who have self-taught and have like done that, and that works for them. But what I found out for me was just that I would need something a little bit more, like it wasn't helping for me to be working or learning and self-teaching like here and there, because I had decided to learn about coding and front-end development and everything when I had shortly after moving into Philly. So there was a lot of transition happening, and a lot of there was a lot of lack of stability. I didn't have an income. I didn't have any like really good like a strong foundation. And so it was really hard for me to do, you know, anything to do what I was doing on and off and have that be and sort of really get success, the type of like, and reach my goals the way that I wanted to reach my goals. And I knew that it was like in a perfect world, this was back in 2018, it was in a perfect world, I would have like joined a boot camp. And it just seemed like so unrealistic because it was like boot camps are thousands of dollars, and they do provide a foundation and there is structure provided. But again, it's expensive and it costs money. And while there are so many places, especially I've been seeing now, that do have scholarships and you do have resources for underrepresented groups, it can still cost you a couple $1,000s. And I just did not have that. It was definitely a setback. And it's possible to definitely like take out loans, and there are ways that you can make payment plans. But another thing too is just that on top of not having the money to pay for the tuition for boot camp, it's like I did not have money to, you have to be able to like sustain yourself. And there are some places that do part-time, but they are longer, and I didn't think that that would be a great fit for me either, because I wouldn't be able to do, especially like with the job I have now, I wouldn't be able to do both. It would have been very impossible. So I would have ideally preferred to be in a fully immersive course, and in those sort of courses, they're full time and you are just working and it's like your job. You're just learning throughout the whole time, full time. And you can't really work. So I feel like such a blessing to be accepted into the Adobe digital program. If you don't know, it's a program that Adobe has with General Assembly. They provide like a full ride scholarship to General Assembly for their 3 tracks: UX design, data science, and software engineering. And I applied for the software engineering one and was accepted. And one of the really interesting things about Adobe, that really interested me about the program with Adobe, was that after you complete the boot camp, if you're really good at it, then you can apply and interview to intern at Adobe after your boot camp. And that's really what I'm gunning for. I would love, and I'm putting it out there, I would love to be able to intern at Adobe, and hopefully work at Adobe. And just, yeah, it's just like I'd love to work at a creative company, because I do consider myself to be like a creative person and everything. So I feel like it would resonate with me. But yes, but honestly, just having the opportunity to build a foundation and attend a boot camp without having to worry about, the finances, and I'm like, can make some sacrifices. It's like, I'm here. I'm ready. So I'm so excited to be doing that. I am, finishing up work of like see that what needs to be done is getting done, but I'm super excited to get started on this journey and also document it as well. I'm like, I have my YouTube channel. I planned out this whole content strategy for the year, which it's so funny, you make a plan and God laughs at you. That's what they say. I'm not a religious person, but that is a popular saying. And I think it's really true, because I planned out a whole year of content, which is ambitious because you never know what's gonna happen, but it was about a lot of things. It had a lot to do with like lifestyle and just completely different topics. And I definitely, like, this is a lifestyle channel, but I do want to do more of documenting my journey into tech and sharing what I can, but also having fun. I need to, and like coming up with a schedule, but not beating myself up over things. I don't know. So yeah, that's my update. Good morning and Happy New Year. Happy New Year. After 6 days, we're almost a week into the new year. It's Wednesday, so been back to work for the last 2 days, and oh my God, I have never had a night like I had last night, where I just could not sleep. I was in and out of sleep. I decided to wake up at 4, do some cleaning, putting some things away. I felt really anxious, but I think it's just because I have a lot going on this week. It's my last week of work, and it's the first week back, so it's like getting back into like the work zone. But it's my last week of work, and I have things that I'm wrapping up, and there's just like, of course, I haven't been doing it in the organized way, but things are happening, and I want to make sure that I'm closing out everything, and so that by the time next week comes, I can focus on this boot camp. I can get the pre-work done. I can sort of like, I was doing the pre-work that's required before you actually began the boot camp, which I think is pretty like normal. And I realized that my JavaScript skills, it's like, I get it, but what? I get it, but what do these loops do? What? How? So it's just another form of like, it's just like a different way of problem solving, and it definitely feels like something that I feel like I can manage. It's just a matter of just like really devoting more time to it. And I'm also a person that like, everyone remembers things better when they write it down. So I definitely want to spend more time writing things down. I have had a few calls with different alumni, people who were in my boot camp, and I cannot wait to do more networking and connecting with people who are who've had a journey similar to mine, or just do like networking with people. At this point, I'm like going to be looking at like JavaScript for kids, because it's like break it down in the most simplest terms for me, so that I can really, because my thing is like, if I can't communicate it back to you, then I don't think that, in my opinion, that's not me understanding it well enough. So I want to be able to, and I guess that's just like a goal for next week. I want to be able to better communicate my ideas and what exactly the things that's happening in JavaScript are doing. Like, because I don't know. It's like I'm saying it in my head, but like if I attempt to say it out loud, it's like, what? What's that? So it's Wednesday, the middle of the week. I got 2 more days, and I am wrapping things up. So I just wanted to check in and say I hope that you all had a happy holiday and new year, and that you're doing the best that you can. Bye, desk. Even though you're looking real raggedy now. Oh, that's it. It's it. Well, it's officially the last day of work. Oh my gosh. I feel like I'm still in disbelief, but I'm really excited for my new chapter. I'm over at my boyfriend's house, so we're gonna have some dinner, but I am going to do a nice, like, I haven't done this yet, but I want to do a nice, like, setting intentions for the new year. I found this template online that I'm gonna do that has me like write down things that I want to continue to do, things that I want to work on, things I want to stop doing, essentially all that stuff, and really prepare for the new year. So that is my video, and I will catch y'all next time. Bye. She said she the one, I bet she thinks she is. Saying don't have no trust, I don't know where you